Have you ever found yourself in a situation where someone asks you a question that really you should have an answer to, but for whatever reason you just don't have an answer to it, and more like everyone in the room is looking up to you to provide an answer? Hey, bro, chillax. All right. Nobody knows everything. Even your CTO, it doesn't know everything about everything in life. So saying I don't know is not where respect ends. Rather, all right, it is often where honesty begins and trust is being built. So what does this mean? Someone asks what the person feels is a simple question. It could even be a technical question, and you don't have an answer, but you don't want to look like you don't have an answer, and you don't want to look less of yourself. There are things to do. I'll just share 3 things you can do. I've been in this situation, all right, and that's why I can share with you 3 things you can do if you find yourself in such a situation. Number 1 thing, acknowledge it and don't shrink. You can say stuff like, that's a great question, but I don't have the answer right now. Please note, you've acknowledged the person's question. I don't have the answer right now, but if you don't mind, I can dig into it and circle back with you, on a more accurate answer. Now, what you have simply demonstrated in that moment is that I value accuracy over my ego. Okay, so that's what you've just shown in that moment. I don't know it. I'm not so sure I have the answer, but I can dig into the subject matter and bring you a more accurate answer. Number 2 thing that you can do if you find yourself in such a situation, you can redirect with strength. Redirecting with strength can go this way. I'm not 100% sure on this, but this person, you can, call someone's name or an organization. Those have more context, all right, more knowledge in this regard than me. So if you don't mind, can I loop them in on this conversation and they bring us accuracy, in terms of answer or solution? What you simply done in that moment is this: you've not lost yourself. Oga, I know Sabi this thing. I don't know this thing 100%. This person has more strength than me in this regard, so let's bring in the professionals. I love this about medical doctors, all right, and the medical practice. If our hospital doesn't have what it takes to treat a particular patient, you know what they do? They send referral letters. So they write a referral letter for that patient and they redirect the patient to another hospital or another doctor that they know has, or specializes in that regard. They've not lost that customer. They've not lost that patient. They've only said, we prioritize your life over our business. And we know that if you leave, you'll still come back again subsequently. So redirect with strength. All right, redirect with strength. And number 3 thing you can do when you find yourself in such a situation is own the moment. Don't feel like, hey, so what do I say now? No. All right, ensure that you communicate that you value accuracy on the subject matter over your ego. You could say something like, I'll double check, before I confer. All right, let me just double check and be sure that this is the direction, or I really don't have an answer to this. You can be vulnerable. It doesn't make you less of who you are. All right, I just need to double check. If you have a little knowledge, you're not so proficient at that thing, can you give me, just own the moment. Don't let the person know that you don't know. That's what it means to own the moment, and you own it with your full chest. All right, and that's it. So going forward, don't shrink, don't feel less of yourself, and don't leave that meeting feeling like, man, I didn't know that thing. Baba, you don't know that thing, all right? And it is what it is. So you have 2 options. Is that you continue, on that lane of not doing that thing and keep blaming yourself, or you shake off that feeling out of you and you go get more knowledge in that regard, such that if you are asked such a question at a later time, you are speaking from knowledge. All right, I trust that this will help you, a great deal, in relating with other people, in your career. All right. And this came to my heart, and I felt, let's share, let's learn together. Have you ever found yourself in this kind of a situation where someone asks you, or I want to see you, I want to see your comments in the comment section. I want to tell us real life story, how you handled it, or you just felt like, boy, I goofed. All right. Next time you won't goof with what you just learned today. All right. Till I see you next time. Stay sharp, stay jiggy, and keep winning.